Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Boom shakalaka, we are live at 5, ladies and gentlemen. We are on fire. I've just finished watching Kurt Wottock broadcasting on CoinGeek. It was very nice of him to finish spot on 5. Hopefully that was because he knew that I was broadcasting live. Didn't really want to steal anybody else's thunder, but it just has to be done live at 5. I can't help myself. Like, here we go. So one of the questions that he was just asked, which we shall cover right now. Let me just bring up the picture of the Bitcoin white paper, which is around here somewhere. Come on, let's really, you're gonna make me scroll about there. Not having that. Let's open up these pictures then. Find the white paper. Have this while I'm explaining a little bit of it, just because it always helps to brush up on knowledge. Oh, I've got a nice golden one there. That'd do nicely. Let's see what this one looks like. Here we go. Send in that. Let's have that one up there. There we go. Look at that in all its glory. Yeah, so somebody asked, like, what has BSV done? Yeah, what has Bitcoin done to protect itself? You know, from whatever, like nefarious acts and stuff like that. It's an economic model. It's economically sustained because people want it. Do you want a truly decentralized network where you have sovereignty over your money and over your data? If the answer is yes, you just simply follow this protocol. The moment anyone changes this, you centralize it, like Blockstream when they implemented SegWit. SegWit segregated the signatures on the network, and it was the signatures that held all the users and developers to account. So again, it's these pillars of decentralization. It's not only the neutral growth of the network that makes it a commodity. It is also the fact that you have accountability, which is the chain of signatures. You have the locked protocol, which is permissionless, so that anyone and everybody can build. Infinite scale, due to having a pretty much like an infinitely divisible medium of exchange, which is Bitcoin. Competition, which is proof of work to make it truly decentralized, and a fixed supply. That is literally like the metaphoric example being set in stone. It is what's the best way to, like, you cannot change it. It can be changed, but if you change it, you centralize it. It can only be decentralized that one way. There is no other option. So I guess that's what they mean by it being set in stone. There is no other option. That is literally the only way it can be made. It's just phenomenal. So when people are saying, oh, you know, what's being done to protect it? Well, I suppose in terms of protecting its users and the value of it, you need patents on the technology to prevent the shitcoiners like, what do they call them, the Blockchain Patent Alliance crap that are basically sort of trying to put patents on their own private blockchains, not understanding the protocol that Bitcoin is built on. So they're just, Craig and Calvin have just created that blockchain, because they don't understand the point of accountability. The moment anybody tampers with those signatures, which is what any nefarious will do, just like Blockstream segregated the signatures, Roger Ver and his crony mates added Schnorr signatures, plus the fact they were, they were saying, oh, we need governance over the protocol. Governance is centralization. Oh, we need a central authority deciding for us what to do. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you need full-on accountability so that nobody can do anything on the network that nobody else would know about, and it couldn't get away with doing anything. And you need a permissionless, not a governed network. Like, honestly, but it's complicated. These shitcoiners, literally, this is what I'm saying. Shitcoiners shit for brains. So it's kind of like, a lot of people have said to me, oh, you know, I've been trying to describe or tell other people about Bitcoin, and they were just throwing it back in my face, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about, and I was talking crap, and then they were trying to shill me some multi-level marketing scheme, or sell them some shitcoin. I mean, oh God, I mean, it's the intellectual capacity of these people. So I've said it is far, like, the power of the pull, as in like attracting people towards you, pulling them towards you, is so much stronger than trying to push something onto them. So attract these people to you. If you're just like, actually, I want to tell people about this, the best thing is to start producing quality content. The information that you want to tell, put out there, and then those who are attracted to it, those who do actually understand the concepts that you're talking about, will naturally be drawn to you. And so that makes your life so much better. So, I mean, I've still had, shitcoiners, being attracted to me because, I'm probably getting attention, and chances are they just want to, shit on everything I say. So I block them. This is why I block all shitcoiners who follow me. It's just like, well, why are you following me? Chances are you're going to troll me. Chances are you're just going to simultaneously report my profile to the overlords, who are then going to take it down. It's just like, well, I don't want that. I only want quality people who are just like, oh, right, yeah, I heard what you said. I kind of get that now. So it's it's kind of funny when I hear people sort of like getting desperate about number go up and, oh, CSW said this, CSW said that. Like, CSW told me to F off. But my attitude was, well, look, I am like 99.99%, you are Satoshi Nakamoto, so I ain't going nowhere, which means we may as well be friends. So So you telling me to F off, I find quite funny, because I'm not going anywhere. So I laughed at it. Like, literally, I laughed. Because I was just like, well, you can tell in a walk and do whatever you want. Like, I'm going nowhere. The fact is that, Bitcoin is a permissionless system, so therefore you can't tell me to do anything. I can stay right here, and I ain't going nowhere, because there is no choice in the matter. Do I want a truly decentralized, distributed, single ledger technology that offers me monetary and data sovereignty? Yes, I do. Right. Well, this is the only option. So, I mean, and I thought to myself, obviously after he told me to F off, he realised that I wasn't a douchebag, and slowly I'm guessing. His respect for me grew a little bit, and ended up having dinner. So that's how it rolls. It's just like, roll with the punches. Tomorrow is another day. I think the first time I arranged to meet Craig, he'd even booked us a table at the Ivy in Cobham. It was booked and everything. There when I turned up. Did he turn up? No. I saw him, still on Twitter typing stuff, and I was like, "You bastard!" I literally there in this restaurant waiting for him like a lemon. So I was like, it's funny. It was funny looking back at it. I was like, I don't believe this. I feel like I've been stood up on a date, So I did write back. I was like, you're a dick, And what's he going to say? No, I'm not. Yeah, you were. Sending me all that way. But it's the way you handle it. Personally, I think he did it to test my mettle, And it's kind of like I proved that I wasn't a dick. I didn't kind of get upset about it or anything like that. I was just like, look, I know exactly what you've done. You're a dick. But let's move on. Didn't hold a grudge or anything. So it's like I said, it's your choice. Everybody gets knocked down. It's how many times you get back up again, really. And again, like I said, it's thinking of strategies. Like I said, pulling people towards you is because they can see you, they can concentrate on you, you can hold their hand. Whereas if you're pushing them from the back, they can be misguided. They're just like, well, where am I going? I'm a little bit lost. Literally, put yourself out there, start producing stuff, quality stuff, and the quality people will just flow to you. There's an expression about kind of money, money flows where energy goes. Yeah, something like that. So that's what happened. I'd say quality goes where positive energy flows. Really, is what I would say. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. I can see you coming in, but obviously I'm on a roll, so I'm talking. KP Dad in there first. Neezy, Diddy Weldon, Shelly Mack, great stuff. Joshua Arrow, saw you on the live stream with Kurt Watterk earlier, just a second ago. Connor G, Z-Stralia, Maddie in there as well. Great stuff. Good to see everybody. Yeah, so I hope you. I couldn't upload my the Bitcoin bulletin chart to Streamanity earlier today, just like a glitch, whatever they had. So I just simply released it on YouTube. So you've got March 10th and March 11th. Now live. In fact, let's have a quick look at them while we're here. Here we go, YouTube. Again, I've written to YouTube as well, saying, look, how about this live broadcast? Because we've got Gigameg Saturday coming up in just 2 days. Exciting times. Let's just check out these videos. Here we go. Channel dashboard, content. See how many subscribers are going up. Where was it? Here we go. Charts. So, see, look at that. 43 people have watched that. That's pretty cool. Since just this morning. So that is there. Again, I just use it as a taster, but it's literally just kind of like where I'm going through all the charts. So it just means I can spend more time kind of like just covering news and gossip and information. And also the time looks more attractive to people when they're first looking at this on YouTube, especially if they're shitcoiners with shit for brains, and they have trouble concentrating for more than 10 minutes. But that's looking pretty good. Liking that. So knock yourself out. Gonna do a Bitcoin bulletin chart every day at 11 GMT, where I am. Check this out. We've got these things here. So let's just let's report on this. Oh my god. First one. So this was now what's this? March 10th. So this was just 11 at 2:37 p.m. Tether again minting $400 million. I mean, literally, how insane is that? And then there was this. There was this one. 1 billion. And so that was just like 7 hours after they printed 400 million. This is just an absolute joke after they've been fined by the New York Attorney General. And they've already said, look, behave. Or else the more heavy-handed authorities are going to come down on you. They've only just placed a fine them of 18 million, which is just pathetic, really, to be honest with you. But just print. I mean, it does really annoy me, the fact that they can be so brazen. But you've just got to effectively trust that the law is going to come down on them. It will be stopped because it's just absolutely insane. This is what's kind of driving. It's what's driving the price up. Michael Saylor having to do this sale of whatever it was, shares in his company, something like that. People have to raise $1 billion and take effort. These guys just simply press a button. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane what they're doing. So, yeah, I mean, it needs to be wiped out. And I personally think it will happen. How it's going to play out, though, I'm not sure. But when it crumbles, it's just going to be massive. So, again, all these people spending all this money, and talking about people spending money, check this out. Check this out. Bleeple's NFT at Christie's could fetch as much as $20 million. I think it's gone for more than that, actually. Because somebody just reported on it, actually. Here we go, 60 million. Oh my God. Record-breaking $60 million bid for NFT artwork. I mean, look at that. It's just what do you call it? A collage. Absolute. Well, not that I'm an artist. I've just bullshit. But I mean, look at this. Look. Holy F, Bleeple reacts to record-breaking $60 million bid for NFT artwork. And again, using the word crypto, I'm going to ban, because people need to understand, I'm going to have to start professionalizing and using Bitcoin is a commodity. It is commodity money. Cryptocurrency is illegal bullshit. Literally, it is absolutely illegal, creating your own currency. The only people who can do that are government, because if you have lots of different currencies in the system, it can cause all sorts of havoc. People can just make their own shit up. They're basically selling illegal securities. Crypto has got no credibility whatsoever because it has no value. Only a commodity has value. A commodity has value through its usefulness. And Bitcoin's commodity is data and monetary sovereignty. None of these crypto pieces of shit can offer you any of that. But anyway, this guy Bleeple said a real name, Mike Winkleman. And again, he sold, I think, 3 pieces of art for about 3.9 million not so long ago. And now he's sold this one piece for, 69.3 million at Christie's auction house. Oh my God. While the winning bid for Every Days, the first 5,000 days, was $60.3 million. The real price, which includes fees, totals $69.3 million, according to Christie's. Oh my God. I mean, I really can't be asked going over it because we know it's an absolute piece of shit. I'm guessing it's on Ethereum. And here we go. That is we'll find out where it is. But again, I mean, people, let me think. So people are probably maybe buying this crap, speculating on it, that he might be the new crypto Banksy. But they have no idea that these NFTs, whatever blockchain they're on, if they are not on Bitcoin, if they're not on BSV, they are literally going to disappear. It's a joke, but these people have got more money than sense. Hence, shitcoiner, shit for brains. And it's like, I just can't. You become who you hang around with. Just don't really want to be hanging around with shit coiners with shit for brains, to be honest. They'll just make your brain rot, like they have done, to be honest with you. Check this out. This is well worth reporting on. Somebody had said here, Disclosure TV, new OVH, one of Europe's largest data center complexes in France, destroyed by fire. 3.6 million websites taken offline. No data is likely to be recoverable. Oh dear. And people are asking, what use does Bitcoin have? This is why you need a truly decentralized network. So I can see what Craig was talking about when he said Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee was basically trying to create the Bitcoin network. But the reason he couldn't create the Bitcoin network is because there was no way to have a monetary system running on it. And you would need a monetary system with competition between those who economically sustain the network in order for it to be distributed. Whereas instead, he's created the internet, which is secured by a single private key held by ICANN. That has a key ceremony every 3 months, by 7 secret key holders around the world. But it is not truly decentralized. So when a tragedy like this occurs, the data is lost. There is nobody there to pick up the slack. There is no competition between the parties, securing the internet, which is why we need Bitcoin, so that data isn't lost. There is data sovereignty. I mean, this is devastating. I mean, can you imagine? I'd be livid. The data is non-recoverable. 3.6 million websites with whatever data on it. I mean, these will be smaller websites because the likes of Facebook, Google, Amazon, Netflix, etc. They obviously have their own servers, but again, they have to try and mitigate the loss if those servers were to go down, which is why they read once, write many. So they waste huge amounts of money, recording their data and having their data written in multiple locations in case something happens to one of them. Whereas now it's the actual ledger itself which is truly decentralized, with no single central point of failure. So you can now have everything collated and all the websites on one network, because it's the network that's distributed, which is Bitcoin. This is why we need it, honestly. So events like this just outline the importance of Bitcoin, but so many people don't get it, because obviously I'm saying Bitcoin, and then people say, oh well, is that the token that runs on the network? What do you mean? When I say Bitcoin, I'm saying generally like the entire network. Obviously, Bitcoin can't exist without the network, and the network can't exist without Bitcoin. So when I say Bitcoin, I'm referring to the whole shebang in that sense of the word. But yeah, just this is why we need Bitcoin. This was a funny article. I saw this one. So somebody had said here, Peter Schiff's son. And we know Peter Schiff is massively anti-Bitcoin, and they call him the gold bug. Says Peter Schiff's son moves 100% of his portfolio into, I guess this is going to be Corecoin. Dear oh dear. I mean, this is really funny. Talk about a conflict of interest in your own family. Oof. His son's not going to be wanting his dad to start bad-mouthing Corecoin now that he's invested in it, is he? So I wonder if that's going to shut him up, because that's kind of like devaluing his son's own personal investments. Peter Schiff's son has moved 100% of his portfolio onto Corecoin. Peter Schiff calls his son brainwashed for his 100% Corecoin portfolio. Oh dear. I wonder how old his son is. Spencer Schiff, the son of Goldbug and major Corecoin critic Peter Schiff, seems to have decided to have moved all of his portfolio investments into one single asset, Corecoin. Oh dear. Schiff has said, my son went all in on Corecoin on the last drop below 50k. 100% of his portfolio is now in Corecoin, Goldbug Peter Schiff announced Wednesday on Twitter. The famous Corecoin skeptics specified that his son sold the last of his silver stocks for cash. Again, silver stocks are just going to be digital stocks online, so it's not like he was selling tangible silver and gold. Schiff went on to express concerns over the investment choices of the younger generation, stating, if my own son is this brainwashed, imagine how vulnerable most kids are. He's hodling to infinity or bust. Oof. Again, shitcoin is shit for brains. They don't understand what they're doing. Literally just following everyone else, thinking safety in numbers. That's what they're working on. They're just working on safety in numbers. And in sales, this is called sheep factor. And it's really dangerous, because you're just literally following the herd of sheep who might be like walking off a cliff without having done any critical thinking yourself. So yeah, it's going to be hard for them. The crypto community has widely welcomed the announcement, with many people expressing confidence that the 100% Corecoin investment will make Schiff's son richer than him. He's going to be on his ass. At least someone in your family is growing their wealth this year, Morgan Creek Digital co-founder Anthony Pompilano subsequently wrote. Oh my God, you should listen to the video that he did recently on CNBC. Literally, just, the strength in his conviction is worrying. Because literally, talking the usual bollocks, no idea what Bitcoin really is, thinking that it's core coin, has no idea about the implications of SegWit, and the fact that numbers gone up just gives him more conviction in his ideas. He has no idea that it's just a massive bubble that they're in. No idea. Because he just doesn't bother looking at charts, doesn't bother getting himself an education. Doesn't think that Satoshi might just know a little bit more information that he requires. Arrogance, if you ask me. In response, Schiff said, I need to disinherit him. Otherwise, he will squander my hard-earned wealth on more core coin. Schiff also emphasized that his own portfolio is not limited to gold, and the vast majority of it comprises equities. Despite Schiff's criticism of his son's decision to go 100% core coin, never go 100% core coin. Schiff himself apparently played a big role in this decision. Apart from regularly tweeting about core coin, Schiff was the one who initiated the idea of core coin birthday gifts for his son on Twitter in 2020. Schiff subsequently insisted that his son was investing in core coin against his advice. A vocal core coin critic, Schiff claimed in 2019 that core coin would have never hit $50,000 following Bitcoin's rally up to $57,000 in February 2021. Schiff admitted that a move up to $100,000 can't be ruled out either. Again, speculative hype. As we can just simply remind ourselves here on Crypto Quant. It's in front of all of our faces. The liquidity has dried up, moved off the exchanges because they know it's an absolute piece of dog shit. And this is all exchange reserves. So this isn't customers or people moving their Bitcoin off exchanges. This is exchange reserves. This is exchanges themselves selling out. The ones who know that it's an absolute piece of dog shit, getting rid of it, offloading it while they can, and poor schmucks like Spencer Schiff have bought in on the hype, without having looked at the graphs and the charts, which are absolutely essential. So he's gonna learn the hard way, might I say. Gonna be tough for him, but lesson well learned. Lesson learned the hard way is the best way, really. Let's have a quick look at some of these. Check this out again. Not really too sure if we should be impressed with all this. Ed Drake has said new bill calls for joint SEC and CFTC digital assets working group. Okay, well, this is a good one. I was thinking about the exchange that's on. This was the one. Yeah, Bitcoin's first exchange for tokens. But this one. So lawmakers from the House of Representatives Financial Services Committee have brought forward a bill that could pave the way for new joint working group to look at regulation of digital assets in the United States. The bill, introduced by Representative Patrick McHenry, would require the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Commodities Future Trading Commission to establish a new joint working group on digital assets with the remit to support innovation through effective regulation. The group would be formed of representatives from both regulators as well as a number of non-government stakeholders, including from firms that work with and research new emerging technologies. The working group would also be expected to submit an analysis on the United States regulatory framework for digital assets within its first year of establishment, which after which time the group would expect to disband. Oh, okay, so just in the interim while they're deciding what on earth is going on. The law also leaves scope for two commissions to extend the reporting period for another year by a joint agreement, which would require the submission of an amended report. Introduced on Monday, the bill won the support of Reps Ted Budd, Warren Davidson, and Stephen Lynch, reflecting bipartisan support in the House of the measures. Don't need to go over the rest of it, but I wonder how deep the understanding is that these people have about, commodities and securities. It's just so blatantly obvious. So if you listen to Craig and how he explains it, and it is just simply a commodity. What secures Bitcoin is just simply law and economics. It's got nothing to do with hash rate, cryptography, anything like that. It is simply a commodity. All the laws that apply to Bitcoin are already in existence. Just because it might be a relatively new technology doesn't mean that the concept is new. The technology is new, the concept is not. And that's what these people don't really seem to understand. Especially not in some other countries where they'll have the financial services regulators making decisions going, oh well, XRP isn't a security. So you're the financial services regulator of your country and you're trying to persuade me that XRP isn't a security. Are you effing kidding me? What on earth made you say that? In fact, I was watching a Netflix documentary on murder within the Mormons just recently. Fascinating program about the murders that took place in 1987, I think it was, in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. And I forgot what I was going to say then. Oh crikey, just on the tip of my tongue. That was it. So these forged documents that this guy was making and selling to the Mormon church for tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, basically ripping the piss out of their religion, because he clearly didn't believe in it, because he knew it was a load of crap. They sent his forgeries off to the FBI to ask the FBI if these forgeries were forgeries or whether or not they were genuine. The FBI wrote back and said they were genuine. And they were just like, that's absolute bullshit. We need to look at this ourselves. So when they looked under the microscope at these forgeries, they discovered the difference between the genuine ones and the forged ones was the ink that was being used on the forged documents. It was a different type of ink. It had dried and cracked. And that was the common differentiation between them. And so they were just like, well, all of these are forgeries. The inks are cracked on all of these, all these documents, and they're the ones that this guy, Mark, whatever his name was, had created. And yet the FBI had written back saying, yeah, genuine. So who is it? This is another case of, who is it that said that opinion? It was the experts. And who are they exactly? These people in white coats behind locked doors that nobody knows about. Who the F are they? Who said that? So they were saying, we got these documents back from the FBI. Well, who was the numpty in the FBI that got it wrong? That has now basically tarnished the entire organization of the FBI by calling out an opinion that is utterly wrong. Totally wrong. How dangerous is that? So this is what I'm saying, that Bitcoin is going to... Bitcoin is going to... For the first time, we are going to be able to see who it is that's making those decisions behind the closed doors and expose all the bullshit. Because nobody's going to want to put their name to something. Someone is going to have to put their name to results of a survey. And let's say you might have the results of the survey might be paid for by a corporation, and the results are not what they desired. And so the corporation can say, all right, well, now we know the truth. What we're going to do is we're going to change it to suit our political and corporate agenda so that we profit from it. And we commissioned this survey, so therefore we can say what we want. Whereas now you're going to see the researchers saying, actually, this is the results, and then we gave the results to Joe Blogs at the corporation, and the corporation then issued an alternative set of figures. So you're going to see which shyster is tampering with those figures, and we're going to know where they came from. So it's really, really, really exciting. But don't really need to read too much more into that. I was going to read that other one. Why the CEO of this is a CoinDesk article. Why the CEO of New York Life just joined the board of one of Corecoin's fastest growing companies, Dole. So it said, today on the breakdown, NLW catches up on the news from the past few days, looking at... Oh, yeah. Come on, where is this? Download the episode. What's this? The news comes just days after the New York I can't remember what that's called. Is that the New York Digital something group? Announcement of a $200 million financing round, including New York Life, Mass Mutual, and George Soros as investors. Well, again, who knows what they want as investors? I mean, they don't want Bitcoin to succeed. They're all with the in-crowd clique at the Federal Reserve, who are, printing all the money in the world that they want. Which is outrageous. Check this out. This one was just good for a laugh. Coindesk.com saying luxurious US hotel group now accepts Corecoin, Dogecoin, and other shitcoins. Guests can now use shitcoins like Corecoin, Bcrash, and Ethereum and Dogecoin to pay for bookings. I mean, all this shit is going to go to zero. So I mean, people are gonna lose so much money through this ignorance. I mean, it's kind of scary, but in a way, it's just like, well, lessons going to be learnt, really. Goldman Sachs says client demand for Corecoin is rising. Yeah, well, interest in it is going to be rising. They're going to be buying in through sheep factor. Oh, Michael Saylor bought. Oh, Barry Silbert bought. Oh, yeah, but are they doing what Charlie Lee did? Charlie Lee exit scammed the shit out of it. Maybe they should be taking a leaf out of his book. Charlie Lee jumped out, as did Charles Hoskinson, because they know they're absolute pieces of digital dog shit. But are they following them? No. They're kind of like, following the charge followed by these shitcoiners like the shitcoin whore Michael Saylor, saying, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread, because he has no idea about commodities and what true decentralization really means. It's outrageous. I just thought this is quite an interesting post here from, again, somebody in Japan posting about TDXP. Translation says, TDXP app I think is the best trading platform in the world. Well, that's a compliment if ever I heard it. My goodness. May as well leave that one up there while we're doing Ding a Dong. I can see JPap's in the house now as well. He says, Satoshi, did you hear about the 4chan news about Corecoin, BTC? No, what's that? 4chan boards. Can you send that to me on either Twitter or Twitch? I'll click on the link and have a look at it. Here we go, yeah. So thank you very much, Shelly Mac, doing this. JPap asks about the notice on 4chan boards last night. Breaking warning, error in the Corecoin blockchain. It's big news, basically. There were either more or fewer transactions than went through than were recorded on the blockchain. Basically, this means either BTC is disappearing or magic coins are being created out of thin air. It wouldn't surprise me. All this replaced by fee, double spends, and all that crap. I mean, who knows? It's an absolute joke. It's a centralized network, centralized by Blockstream, who can do whatever they want to it. They've already turned it into a piece of shit. Why not make it even worse? Yeah. 14 here. Yeah, nice one. Smoker pipe going on about a word that I can't talk about there. Getting rid of that shit probably. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Again, it's just, it's. The question is, do you want data sovereignty? The only choice is Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and that's it. Which is why I laugh. Whenever somebody's bitching about it or complaining about it, like literally, what are you going to do then? Like there is no choice. Literally, you just have to suck it up. Suck it up. Let's just have a quick look at the shitcoin market. There you go, coin cap. So Corecoin, I mean, I would actually expect that to be going up more than that when you consider that Tether has just printed 1.4 billion. Hasn't really moved all that much. Maybe, I mean, look at the market cap though, 1.7. Is that Tether being printed and going into other shitcoins? Like the market is going up, but it's a massive conspiracy. It's a massive conspiracy. I personally think it's just an attack on Bitcoin because they're just simply trying to bury it. They're trying to discredit it because the price of Bitcoin is holding pretty strong. You know, you've got the usual sort of like daily ups and downs, but you know, it's not like it's really volatile or anything. I mean, look at that. Look at that on the month chart. I mean, you know, if you wanted a store of value, you're looking at a store of value right there. That's storing your value, all right. Yeah, that's not really moving. Yeah, fine by me. I'm more than happy going in at these levels. So yeah, I honestly think it's just a massive conspiracy. They're just trying to bury it. You know, because shitcoiners with shit for brains don't really understand it. All they're interested in is number go up, so they don't look at any of the metrics like we look at. They have no clue. But it's like I say, it's painful to think about it. But it just means that you can actually, when you're involved with the genuine Bitcoin, you know that you're around quality people. And to be honest with you, it's quality people that just make your life more quality. You know, you realise that you're not a nutcase. There are other intelligent people out there. Thank God. Not that I'm religious or anything like that at all. You know, somebody telling me some bollocks. I'm not going to believe that. Show me the facts. Show me the evidence. You know, if you can't prove it, then use rationale. Don't use bullshit on me. No, thank you very much. So let's just. We'll obviously have this image up here. Check it out. Yes, indeed. Gigameg's coming soon. Here's one I made earlier. Check it out. Gigamegs are coming. Bitcoin, genuine Bitcoin, Saturday, 13th of March. T-minus 2 days. How exciting is that? Getting really exciting. Oh, reformed too many corners. There's no buffering today. Great stuff. Live at 9 a.m. OC time. John Wayne country. OC time. What's OC time? I presume that John Wayne country's got to be somewhere in the States, no doubt. Right, hold on. Oh, just opened up Streamality instead of Handcash. Here we go, Handcash. Right then, starting from the bottom, we have got Reform 2 mini coin, and that is use it or lose it. There we go. Swiping to send on the way. Got it. Oh, it was good to see Casey Hamilton live on CoinGeek Live with Kurt Wattock Jr. telling us about her Be The Broadcast website. That was pretty good. So she's making waves, which is pretty great. Neezy, you can see you in there. You are next. NEE. There we go. Swiping to send on the way. There we go. And Shelly Mac, this one's for you. That comes up normally when I type she in. There we go. Swiping to send on the way. KP Dad 72 on the way to you. Here we go, KP. Yep, that's registered. Swiping to send. Here we go. And JPaps. Here we go, JP. That'll come up as soon as I type in those two letters. JPaps, got it. Swiping to send on the way. Australia, that's Maddie. This one's for you on the way. MADDY. Yep, that's registered. Sweet stuff. Swiping to send on the way. There we go. And Connor G and Josh can see you in there too. Here we go. Oops. It's Connor G. Connor G. There we go. Swiping to send on the way. And Face, this one is for you. Here we go. FACE. Got it. Registered under Josh. Swiping to send. Here we go. And Diddy, last but not least. Diddy, not Duddy. There we go. Hopefully we'll get a reply from Katie Price with regard to troll tracking and stuff like that on BSV. Oh yeah. Where good behaviour is incentivized financially. There we go. Right, guys. Yeah, 44 minutes. Good time to wrap up the show. Hope you enjoyed it. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.